Alright, so that's the tractor that had the blown rear end, and it is a fairly clean machine. The only issue being the hydro in it self-destructed and it blew up a bearing, and there's no, you can't buy parts for it by looking it up. You could probably take parts and try to get bearings matched, but to speed the production of this deal up and probably be cheaper in the long run, I ended up with that tractor, which has a incorrect engine on it, but I believe the rear end is the same or similar or close enough. One way or another, it's going in there. So I figured just kind of little beginnings. The back pan's already off of this one. Things I see different, the tires are different sizes. Those are 20 by 10 by 8, 20 by 8 by 8, and 20 by 10 by 8. Meaning I believe that's got a 10-inch rim and that's got an 8-inch rim. So I think that should still be able to swap over. Worst case, those tires would have to go with it, but I don't think so, because I kind of want to keep those on there as they look taller, and I want to worry about the angle of the mower deck. But so let's see what happens. I'm going to go figure out how to get that rear pan off of there, and when we can see the rear end, and we'll do another closer inspection. Alright, so I got this guy up in the air. I just picked the whole trailer up on the lift, figured it'd be easier. And jacked it up, got the rear pan off of it, and because removing the rear, you got to kind of hold it by something. So this one's more of a parts tractor, so it's got a pair of vice grips and a jack stand holding everything up. And so I just gave it a quick look over and ran a tape measure from both of them back and forth, and everything kind of looks like it's a match as far as the. I was concerned about where the motor, the rear end mounts are there and there, and it's like 16 1/4, and it's 16 1/4 on the other one. I tip to tip on the axles were the same, and that's the tire off of the other machine, and that doesn't seem to be an issue as far as how it sits on it. And then it'll have this correct spacing for the washers and the clip to go back on there. So I believe she's a go. This is the pump from the other one. I figure I'll bring that over and look at it. And the pulleys are the same size, and same fan that's on it. So I think that's it. I think it should work out pretty good, hopefully. And again, here's the other one with everything removed from it. I think it's different. I saw this one had like another set of bolt holes out of here, but I think it's just missing the bolts from taking it apart. So I think it's the same thing. I should be all fine. And so now I'm going to start to get that puppy out of there, and we'll drag it underneath this one, make sure it's good, and then just start reassembling it. Well, that was easy. It really was. It's not bad to change at all. So let's fire it up. The merge brake on it. I want to cycle the trans to make sure it's in neutral, you know. Looks good to me. I'll go with that. And I freed up my neutral. It was all bound up. So even if you pulled this thing back and set it, and then you dragged your tractor, it's probably what took out the rear, because the other one was frozen too. This is like a differential disconnect from the transmission, and it allows the axles to turn freely. and it was just bound up because it never gets used, you know. And then the other one was the same way. And if it gets stuck in your yard somewhere and then you get overzealous and you drag it back to the house, the back wheels just kind of are locked up and they're chattering, and it usually does damage to the hydros or the gearbox. I think it's mostly the hydros though, and that may be the case in this one, but just want to make sure that works. And everything else looks good. Let's see if I just get the tires on it now, button up the back pan, and just do some sprucing up on this one. But I'm gonna do a little putter around the yard and make sure we're good to go. All right, it's all back together. Let's go cruise for chicks, huh? Let's see how we make out. The seat's way too far forward. Short guy on this. Yes. Seat safety. Yeah, say it's a success. Bring it in, I just gotta change the oil, clean it up. It's back to a living tractor again. All right. Bye guys.